22 really bizarre facts about the most Orwellian society on Earth, Michael Snyder reports. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to live in a truly Orwellian society where there's absolutely no freedom of speech, absolutely no freedom of religion, absolutely no freedom of press? You may think that the rules that you're currently living under are bad, but the country that I am about to discuss exercises total control over the population. In this nation, you can only choose a haircut off a pre-approved list, and smiling on the wrong day can literally get you sent to a prison camp. Unfortunately, once you are sent to a prison camp, you will be working day and night until you either starve or drop dead. Of course, the country that I'm talking about is North Korea. The following are 22 really bizarre facts about the most Orwellian society on Earth. 1. The first great leader of North Korea, Kim Il-sung, is deeply revered in North Korea. In fact, there are approximately 40,000 statues of Kim Il-sung scattered all throughout the nation. 2. In North Korea, it's believed that destroying a statue is the most hideous insult to our supreme authority and our people, and is an act of war no less serious than an armed invasion. 3. Hanging up pictures of founder Kim Il-sung is compulsory for every household in North Korea. 4. It's against the law for citizens of North Korea to smile on the 8th of July. If you break the law, you can be sent to a prison camp, or in some cases you could even be executed. Everyone loves a smile, but what if there were laws on when you could do it? Sounds nuts. Believe it or not, it's against the law for North Koreans to smile on July 8, the anniversary of Kim Il-sung's death. If citizens do happen to break the law for this rule, they can be sent to concentration camps or even pay with their lives. The same goes for being loud, drinking, or having a birthday party. So whatever you do, don't smile on July 8. 5. After he died, the body of Kim Il-sung was embalmed and it still lies in state in Pyongyang. 6. The same thing was done to the body of Kim Jong-il when he died. North Korea has announced that the body of the late leader Kim Jong-il will lie in state permanently at a palace in the capital, Pyongyang. His body will be displayed at the Kum Sunan Memorial Palace alongside his father, Kim Il-sung. 7. The North Korean people were told that Kim Jong-il actually bowled a perfect game the first time he ever tried bowling. Kim Jong-il's mythology is no less extensive. His birth was hailed as heaven sent by propagandists, and state media has often touted impossible feats. He scored a perfect 300 the first time he tried bowling, and shot 5 holes in one the first time he played golf. Upon his death in 2011, the skies about the sacred mountain Paektu in North Korea allegedly glowed red. 8. The Constitution of North Korea actually guarantees freedom of speech and freedom of the press. Citizens are guaranteed freedom of speech, freedom of press, of assembly, demonstration, and association. The state shall guarantee conditions for the free activity of democratic political parties and social organizations. 9. The Constitution of North Korea also guarantees freedom of religion. Citizens have freedom of religious beliefs. This right is granted by approving the construction of religious buildings and the holding of religious ceremonies. 10. In 1987, North Korea began construction on the Ryangnyong Hotel, which would have been the tallest hotel in the world at the time if it had been finished on schedule in 1989. Instead, construction of the bizarre 105-story skyscraper that somewhat resembles a pyramid was suspended in 1992, and the unfinished structure was just a massive concrete shell towering over Pyongyang, completely empty for the next 16 years. Work began once again on the project in 2008, but it is still unfinished to this day. That pointy building in the center of capital Pyongyang is the Ryangnyong Hotel, known as the Hotel of Doom, at the height of 1,039 feet, that's 329 meters. It's the tallest unoccupied building in the world. According to the Guinness World Records, construction on the abandoned residence began in 1987, and has stopped and started several times over 3 decades due to North Korea's economic woes. 11. One of North Korea's greatest national treasures is the Pueblo, a U.S. naval vessel that the North Koreans captured from the imperialist Americans back in 1968. USS Pueblo AGER-2 is a Banner-class environmental research ship placed into service during World War II, then converted to a spy ship in 1967 by the United States Navy. She gathered intelligence and oceanographic information, monitoring electronic and radio signals from North Korea. On 23 January 1968, the ship was attacked and captured by a North Korean vessel in what became known as the Pueblo Incident. 12. Current leader Kim Jong-un did not like the rules of basketball, and so he radically changed them. Even the country's sports are isolated from the rest of the world. Kim Jong-un apparently did not like the OG way basketball was played, and so decided to rewrite it. The North Korean basketball rules say that slam dunks are worth 3 points, and field goals in the final 3 minutes of the game are worth 8 points. 13. Police in North Korea are often given promotions when they are able to identify and arrest Christians. North Koreans' secret police, the Ministry of State Security, are incentivized with promotions when they apprehend Christians and other believers. Those charged with Christianity often face execution or are forced to live out the rest of their lives in political prison camps, testified Inji Hwang, an investigator with Korea Future Initiative, during a webinar hosted by USCIRF. 14. Children in North Korea are taught that Christian missionaries suck the blood of children. Even children are taught from a young age to be suspicious of Christians. 15. Christians are done away with in some of the most brutal ways imaginable in North Korea. In one case, I'm not going to go into this, you can read it, this is number 15. 16, it's been estimated that over 150,000 people live in 6 giant North Korean concentration camps. All the fanciful and funny myths about North Korea's dictators cover up a disturbing truth, however. Some 154,000 North Korean lives in prison camps, according to South Korean government estimates. 17, the conditions that prisoners must endure in North Korea are absolutely deplorable. 18, a song entitled No Motherland Without You was written specifically for Kim Jong-il, and it's one of the most popular songs in North Korea. It's regularly sung by the North Korean military. 19, most Americans don't know that the North Koreans have developed a nuclear missile that can reach anywhere in the U.S. mainland. North Korea said Monday leader Kim Jong-un has vowed to develop more powerful means of attacking days after the country's first intercontinental ballistic missile launch in more than 4 years. 20, North Korea has successfully tested an undersea drone that's reportedly similar to Russia's Poseidon doomsday weapon. According to KCNA, the test was personally overseen by dictator Kim Jong-un, who wanted to warn the U.S. and South Korea they're causing the nuclear crisis with their intentional, persistent, and provocative war drills. 21, Kim Jong-un has repeatedly threatened to nuke South Korea. And one example, the North Korean leader, Kim Jong-un, threatened to use nuclear weapons to destroy South Korea if attacked, state media reported Friday. 22, Kim Jong-un has also threatened to thoroughly annihilate the United States. Even knowing all this, I would love to visit North Korea someday, but those that visit are certainly not guaranteed to get out alive. In 2016, Park transferred from the university. A woman named Yeon Park knows what daily life in North Korea was like because she was born there. She transferred from university, then she was studying in South Korea to Columbia University in the United States. Initially, she was very excited to be able to study in this country, but once she started attending classes, she quickly realized that even North Korea is not this nuts. The North Korean defector said she viewed the U.S. as a country of free thought and free speech until she went to college here. Yeon Park attended Columbia University and was immediately struck by what she viewed anti-Western sentiment in the classroom and a focus on political correctness that had her thinking even North Korea isn't this nuts. So it's easy to mock North Korea, but the truth is that much of the rest of the world has been going down the drain the same Orwellian path. Hopefully there'll be some positive changes now that a new administration is in power in the United States. But in most nations, basic freedoms are being eroded at a staggering rate. Liberty is such a precious thing, and once it's lost, it can be exceedingly difficult to ever get back. Just ask the people of North Korea. This is from Michael Snyder on End of the American Dream. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. This is by Michael Snyder, and about the author. Michael Snyder's new book entitled Why is available on paperback and for Kindle on Amazon. He's also written 8 other books that are available on Amazon, including Chaos, End Times, 7-Year Apocalypse, Lost Prophecies of the Future of America, The Beginning of the End, and Living a Life That Really Matters. When you purchase any of Michael's books, you help to support the work that he's doing. You can also get his articles by email as soon as he publishes them by subscribing to his Substack newsletter. Michael has published thousands of articles on the Economic Collapse blog, End of the American Dream, and the Most Important News, and he's always freely and happily allowed others to republish those articles on their own websites. These are such troubled times and people need hope. John 3:16 tells us about the hope that God has given us through Jesus Christ. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life. If you have not already done so, we strongly urge you to invite Jesus Christ to be your Lord and Savior today. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.